on just a minute. I'm gonna say bye to my company. I'll be right back. See ya. Oh my gosh, YouTube family. Hi. That little light keeps going off. I don't know why. Guess it's not going to cooperate today. It's Christmas Eve. Nobody wants to work on Christmas Eve. Really. Anyways, I'm so excited to see y'all. I mean, you know, y'all are my family. And the light keeps going out. So we may be just doing this like a flash dance. I don't know. Okay, I think I've got the light thing fixed. I had to go get a lamp. I have another ring light somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. But, whoops, it went off. Y'all know this is for real. How are you, YouTube family? Merry Christmas 2024. Just does not even feel like Christmas, does it? Really, it doesn't. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. You know, my kids are all gone. They're all have their lives. One's in another state. One's a couple hours from him, but he has to work on holidays because he has a job where they have to work holidays. And then, of course, my sister, she has her family. And, of course, then my mom passed in 23. And I do have a brother, but I don't see him very often. He has his thing. So, it's just, it doesn't even feel like Christmas. It just really don't. And so I don't think I'm depressed. I mean, really, I did lay in bed till like 12:30 today. I had to go feed the dogs, and then I had to let them out to go to the bathroom, and then I got up to go to the bathroom, and then I laid back down, and then I ate a bowl of cereal, and yeah, so my life is just, it's just me. Anyway, so I thought I'd put my makeup on, but I have the wrong makeup. Let me go see if I can find the right one. Look, Birdie Bot wanted to join us. She's part of our family. Okay, story about Birdie Bot. Birdie Bot, a friend of mine, a fellow foster who fosters dogs like me. She fosters big dogs. Somebody showed up in her yard with Birdie Bot. Well, I named her Birdie Bot. But anyway, is she not the cutest? But she's just an old girl too. And she bless her little heart. But I got her in August, and I was going to put her up for adoption. And I had about 3 or 4 people ask about her, and then nobody wanted her because you know why? They thought she's a senior dog. Now, I don't think she's as old as she looks. I think me and the vet come to the conclusion that she was more likely a breeder. Yeah, a breeder dog. And if you look real close at her little toenails, they're all crooked. So I don't know if that she was like kenneled. I don't know. But bless her little heart, she's had a hard time. I mean, she likes attention, but she didn't like to be, I'm a hugger and I'm a kisser. And she didn't like that when I first got her. She was very protective of her space. But now she has no choice because I kiss on her all the time. And I love her. And I know some people think it's gross that I kiss my dogs, but my dogs are clean. They do get baths. So this is Birdie Bot. She's not gone nowhere. She may be sticking around, kind of like Angel Tiny Tot, who we just lost this week. But yeah, Birdie Bot, every flavor bead. The reason I call her Birdie, crazy story. I had an aunt named Alberta, and she was a little redheaded. Her hair was probably about the color of Birdie's. And my daddy was so funny. He had, I'm the same way. I have a nickname for everybody. And somebody I work with, they laugh because I have a nickname for one of our helpers. His name is Jerry, but I call him Jerry Bear. And then my office worker, I call her Missy Lou Who. And so everybody, if you're around me long enough, I'm going to give you a nickname. So anyways, Birdie, her nickname came from my Aunt Alberta, who has long left this world years ago. And my daddy called her Birdie. Instead of Alberta, he called her Birdie. Birdie. And so it stuck with her, and everybody called her Birdie. Not Birdie as in B-I-R-D-I-E, Birdie, because her name was Alberta. So, Birdie, B-E-R-T-I-E. And then, of course, I think of Bertie Bot, every flavored bean from Harry Potter, because my kids were Potterheads. I guess they still are as adults. But yeah, this is Birdie Bot. So anyways, Birdie came in August. I took her in just as a rescue. And I've had, like I said, I had 3 or 4 people look at her. But then I think when they see her, they think she's very old. And I really don't know exactly how old she is, but I think a lot of it may be the truth that she was a breeder, because she's a little tiny little thing, tiny little Chihuahua. And so, and her and Zoe, my old Chihuahua, are sitting over there fighting over a bed, but because they're both old, I guess. Anyways, so stop. That's enough. No, none of this. Y'all are too old for that. Anyways, so that is the story about Birdie Bot, but she came to me, nobody's wanted her, and I'm a sucker. I love a cute face, love a cute dog. So anyway, she's with me. I don't know, you know, I've thought about it. If somebody comes along and they need a dog or want a dog, and I know them and they will love her like I expect them to and take care of her, then I might let her go. I don't know. I mean, once you come into my family, you usually stay in my family, you know. I mean, because look at Tiny Tot, who we just lost this week. Angel Tiny Tot, and most of y'all know, I'll stick a picture of her over here. Angel Tiny Tot was 17 years old, and she went to the Rainbow Bridge today, or this week, last Friday. So, yeah, that you can watch that video if you like. I'll post that video of saying goodbye to Angel Tiny Tot. I have so many dogs, I can't remember their names. We said goodbye to Angel Tiny Tot. Now, yes, I'm still kind of sad, but she was 17 years old, and she had a really good life. I mean, her first mama took care of her for 15 years, and then I got her and had her for two years. So, yeah, she had a good life. I find her hair bows. Like, I find her hair bows laying around because she always had a different kind of hair bow. And yeah, she was like one of them little girls. I was constantly putting a hair bow in her. Don't worry, it's Diet Dr. Pepper. But I think my straw's broke because it's not coming out. Must have been. Anyway, so yeah, so Tiny Tot. But then my son come down the other day and he brought me his dog because she's not been feeling well. And before I take them to the vet, I just see if I can figure out their symptoms. I know that's probably not good, but it's just kind of how I am. Anyways, I figured her out. Her anal glands are kind of clogged. So that's been an experience in itself. No worries. I'm not going to make a video on dog anal gland what is it called? Expressing? No, I'm not going to do that. It's gross. And so anyways, I've been taking care of her, and she acts like she feels better. Of course, I started on some pumpkin because in her, where he lives, she lives in an apartment. So Bean is her name. And she is a min pin, and she was also a rescue that I had fostered, and then we foster failed. But she, really cool little dog, but she has one eye because she lost her eye to glaucoma. So my son kept saying, Mama, she just cries all the time and she drags her butt. So about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I wormed her real good. It just wormed everybody in the house. So I wormed her and cleaned all the, dishes and everything, and cleaned the house. So, because just in case we did have some worms. But none of them ever passed any, and she never passed any either. And you're clicked on this video and you're gonna learn about gross stuff about dogs. Worming your dog. Well, anyways, I did that. I go to the supply, like the Tractor Supply, and I get the stuff. And then, yeah, she didn't have worms, but she still, and I finally told my son, I said, this is gross, but I think her anal glands are stopped up. And they were, and that's so gross. So I went to the vet and I kind of talked to the girls up there. Yeah, I guess it yesterday. Yeah, because I had to go pick up Tiny Tots cremains. And they had said something. And I said, they said, well, you can do it yourself. I could watch a YouTube video on how to pop anal glands on a dog. But I didn't have to because obviously they're pretty full. And I didn't have to do no poking or squeezing very hard. Because bless her heart, they were really full. But I started her on some pumpkin, because pumpkin, you know, is supposed to be good for digestive. And then I had went to Tractor Supply and started her on some, it's called No Scoot, and it's for dogs who drag their bottoms. It's for anal gland health. So she seems a lot better. She seems a little bit more comfortable. She's a little more lazy as she usually is. She's not dragging her hind end on the floor. And bless her heart, I don't have carpet. I just have hardwood. So you can only imagine trying to drag your butt, scratch your butt on a hardwood floor. But y'all didn't come to hear that, did you? So I guess it's enough about the dogs and their anal problems. But anyways, so I was talking to my sister this morning on the phone, and she was going to go out with her friend and her grandson, and then of course tomorrow she goes to her family, and I could go to my sister's family, I could, but they eat breakfast like really early, and my niece lives about an hour and a half from me, and I'm not a morning person. I mean, it's bad enough that I have to get up and go to work every day. And I tried working nights. I wasn't good at that either. So it's just best that I have an 8 to 5 job. But anyways, my sister told me I could go up there with them. And I thought about it, but my golly, they're going to eat like at 8 o'clock in the morning. And that's my prime sleeping time, if the dogs don't wake me up. So, and I managed to find, I turned my internet off a long time ago because I'm really trying to pinch my pennies. So I'm able to use my hotspot on my iPad. So that's how I've been watching like Christmas movies. You know, you gotta watch Christmas movies. And but I'm sad. You know, I'm sad, but I don't know. My feelings are kind of mixed. I mean, I miss my kids. My son came down. We did have Chinese food the other night. He did buy me dinner the other night, and I'm thinking about driving up there and seeing him because he lives about 2 hours away. Not 2 hours, a little over an hour and a half maybe. And I thought about driving up there and seeing him tomorrow. But I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm kind of blah too. I mean, holidays always get me down. But I'm going to make myself get out later, and I'm going to go look at the Christmas lights. I live in one of the cutest little towns, and they just go all out. For a small town, they go all out for, you know, the decorating and everything. So, and then there's like a little ice skating rink down there, which I'm not going to attempt to ice skate because, you know, at this age, busting a move has a whole new meaning. It's more like busting my hip. If I bust my hip, it ain't no good. No good for this old lady to be laid up for a while. But anyway, so that. Oh, this is so silly, but I go through this every year because I think this year I'm going to meet Mr. Right. I'm going to meet the man of my dreams. He's going to sweep me off my feet. And every Christmas at the same time, I'm sitting here staring at my 4 walls with my 4 dogs. So I just think, man, it's all in God's timing, you know, when he wants to send me somebody. But then sometimes I think, oh, I don't know. I kind of like it. It's kind of nice being quiet. But it would be nice to have somebody go look at Christmas lights with. Or go out to dinner with. So, anyways, and I don't have any like really super close friends because my closest friend, she lives about 3 hours from me. And I bought a heater, bought one of them oil. And if you don't know anything about those oil electric heaters, you know, they have oil in them, but they heat up and the oil stays hot. Anyways, I bought one of those, and I was going to buy it on Walmart because the one at Walmart had a remote with it, and I was really thrilled about that. So my son and I were at the local hardware store, and I'd like to do business with them because they're a local family and I like them and I want to give them business. Well, anyways, I bought this and it don't work. I paid like $70 something for this heater, and it don't even have remote control. Now, I know I don't need a remote control, but sometimes when you're in bed and it's cold, and my house is extremely cold, and I've told you, I am like a little old lady. I will not run my heat or my air unless it's just, I'm just dying, unless I'm just uncomfortable. And because these electric bills, my electric bill in this house by myself got to over $300, and that is a lot of money. And if you don't make a lot of money and you have a $300, it's tough. Let me get. Somebody's got to do without something. The dogs ain't gonna do without food and treats, so I'm probably gonna do without food if I have another one of those. Hopefully not. But anyways, so I bought this heater and brought it home, put it together, put the legs on it, blah blah blah. It don't work. I've had it plugged in for over an hour now, and it's not doing nothing. So that's going back. I hate to take stuff back, but you know, I looked at my receipt. Normally I just, you know, toss them, but I put that receipt in my purse the other day because I thought, you know, you never know, it might not work. You know, at least with Amazon, you can say, hey, this didn't work, and they'll usually either say send it back or just keep it and we'll send you a new one, you know, but this little place can't do that because they're a locally owned business. So anyways, I'm going to go to, and I'm going to take it back. Okay, so what have you been doing? Have you been doing anything exciting today? Are you getting ready to go do the, you know, sometimes, like I said, I get sad and I think, oh gosh, I wish I was rushing around. But you know, I remember them days when my kids were little, and that was hard work. You know, trying to get ready to Christmas with children, and then have Christmas at your home, and then packing up and going to the in-laws or to your own family's house. And now I'm just sitting here thinking, God, what am I going to do with myself? And I'm thinking, you know, I'm really in a better place than I was then, because I was always so stressed out. And I was like 120 pounds overweight because I was stressed out. I was trying to take care of kids and trying to take care of a husband. But it would be nice to be with my kids. But like I said, let's do Christmas Eve together. I'd love spending it with you. I managed to get my little heater taken back to the hardware store, and they took it back, and two gentlemen were standing there, and he said, can I help you? And I said, yeah, I need to return this. He said, well, do you want to exchange it? I said, no, I'm just going to get another one somewhere else, because I really want one with a remote control, because you know, when it's cold and you're sitting in your bed, and I just want to be able, because I have a little electric heater like that, but I don't like to run it a lot because it sucks a lot of juice. So anyways, I was standing there, and there was a guy checking out on another aisle, and other cash register, and he goes, hey lady, and I said yes, and I thought, okay, do I know him? I was looking at him, and he was a nice looking guy, and I said yes, and he said, well, did you touch it? And I said, well, of course I touched it. I had to put it together, and you know, I wanted to see if it got hot. And he goes, well, that's what's wrong with it, because you're a woman and you touched it. Now, if he was being flirtatious, I'm all for that. I'm okay. I don't mind you flirting with me. But you know what? I'm also a very darn good independent woman, and I can do things. I can put things together. I can fix things around my house most of the time. I can fix things on my car. I can fix my dogs. I can do a lot of things. So I'm hoping he was just being nice and funny and flirtatious, because it would have been nice. So anyways, when I went to check out, I went up to the girl that she was waiting on him, and I said, oh, did you punch that guy in the face for me? Of course, you know, I was joking. And she goes, who's? And I said, well, the guy that made the smart remark to me. She goes, oh, that's Doug. He's just like that. He does that. I said, oh, so he's socially awkward and doesn't know how to talk to women. I don't know. He was a good looking guy. And if he was flirting, thank you so much, Doug, for flirting with me. If you weren't, and you were degrading me for being a woman, you need to come over, because I can show you things that I've done that it would make men cry. Yeah, I mean, I own a chainsaw. Might not be a big chainsaw, But I do, I can fix things. I mean, I have to. And I Google it and then I YouTube everything. Because that's just how I roll. But anyways, it got exchanged and I just ordered me one on Amazon. Sadly, it's not gonna be here till after, I think not till next Tuesday, which that's okay. I mean, I saved $10 because I got, ordered me a new planner because I am slowly working my debt down and I've been working. What kind of planner do y'all use? Because I need one. I mean, I can't use one of these on my phone and I can't use one of them on my iPad. I have to have paper and pencil in front of me, and that's how I do my budget as far as budget my money and pay my bills. So my ADHD brain needs something that is simple. So I ordered me a new planner, and it is so funny because I'm kind of obsessed with planners, but I ordered me a new one. It was only like $5.99, but it was very simple and it didn't have a lot of stuff in it, and that's all I want. The only thing that I want in my planner is I want the pages, the calendar to have lines on the numbers. Is that too much to ask for? Because I don't write real straight, so I thought if I had lines, I could, you know, when my bills are due or when the statement's due and stuff like that. Anyways, if you have a favorite planner, let me. 2025, I am going to get my debt paid down. I've put a pretty good chunk into it lately, so I'm pretty excited about it. Anyways, I did want to show you some of my earrings. I've told you that I make earrings in different little things. It's not like it's like extremely amazing, but I do make little earrings. I call them pop art because some of them pop out. Now these are some of my handmade ones, and not everybody's gonna like these, but these are actually made on a bottle cap, and then I just take all kinds of little findings, like little jewelry I'm trying to get it to focus. All kinds of little jewelry findings, you know, those are like charms and beads, and then I put them in there with like an epoxy, and so they're kind of 3D. But I call these were the original design for pop art jewelry, kind of like wearing art on your ear. So these are some I made a long time ago, and I have sold a few pairs of these, but I just think you got to be really kind of weird to want to wear these. I mean, I think they're cute myself, and I love making them. And sorry about that. Put an earring on them. They're like sand in a bottle with a little, I guess, a message in a bottle. It's got some little shells in there too, and they look, I think they're real. So these are glass. So I sell those in my booth as well. And you know, some people have said something about I need to start a website. I don't, you know, I thought about it. I thought about doing Shopify. I thought about it, but that's just, I don't know. I need something simple, and I don't know. It just seems like a lot of money to pay for a website, because you know there's so much. So I don't know if you have a better idea how I could sell my earrings. I have tried to sell them on Etsy. Is actually metal. It's a little metal rose. Anyways, but those are just a pressed. They're big, yeah. You'd have to like big ear bobs. And then these are just some. Here we go. I have so many, and then these are just some little ones that I put together, and I usually put them in my booth. I usually like for $4.99 because they got little stars and stuff in them, because usually those are like for little girls and stuff. But I mean, I wear them too, so I guess maybe they're not just for little girls. And the moon, and it's so pretty. I love black cats. Absolutely love black cats. So anything with a black cat on it, I absolutely love. So these have black cats, and I got some new charms that I'm going to make, some new black cats. So that's just like a little black cat sitting in a tree. Thought about sending them to my daughter, because she has a black cat. We both love black cats sitting. Okay, these are the black cats, just the silhouette in the moon. Gotta love them. But I sell them in my booth. Now these are kind of great. They're pop art jewels, and these have like, these are just old pieces of jewelry that I have found. And then of course that's a little charm of the Minnie Mouse charm. And I just, again, they're kind of weird, but you know, hey, I'm weird. And the sugar skulls. Anyways, I think I'm going to sit down and I'm going to price all these today since I'm not doing anything on Christmas Eve. And I think I might price them. And I thought about working on some new jewelry. I don't know. I know I could do anything I want today, you know, because I don't have any plans. And I just don't know. I thought about making some jewelry. I thought about cleaning my house. I haven't done that either. So, I have a lot of ideas. I just haven't done anything. So, well, I finally managed to get my hotspot to work. So I'm going to watch some Christmas movies. I do like Christmas movies. Like I said, it makes me sad that my family is not here. But I'm going to watch Christmas movies. Of course, this is like my all-time favorite Christmas movie, Elf. Who doesn't love Elf? And there's some of you who don't love Elf. So I guess that I'm going to get off here and I'm going to watch some Elf. And my other favorite movie is, I do like the Home Alone Christmas movies. And then I also like the all-time best Christmas movie, and that is The Christmas Story. You know, you're going to shoot your eye out, you know, when he gets the Red Ryder BB gun. So that's one of my favorites. That's an old one, but it's my favorite. So I'm going to sit here and might pop me some popcorn, drink me some Dr. Pepper, and watch Christmas movies on Christmas Eve with me and the 4 dogs. So leave me a comment down below, and I love reading y'all's comments. Y'all say some of the nicest things. And then for those of you who don't say nice things to me and tell me I look old and that I'm silly, and I like your comments too, because you just help me raise me in the algorithm. So anyways, and I want to thank all my new subscribers. I am just so happy that y'all have decided to join me on this crazy little journey of Carry On Candace. And let's see what 2025 brings us. But yeah, down in the comments, let me know what your favorite Christmas movie is. I would love to know. And then what are your plans for 2025? I mean, my major plan is to get my credit cards knocked out, and I'm doing a really good job. I'm really proud of myself. If you have a budgeting system that you use, let me know about it. I would love to hear in your comments down below. So thanks for joining me. We may vlog tomorrow on Christmas Day. I don't have any plans as usual. Like I said, it's no fun to be alone on Christmas, but sometimes we just have to make the best of it. So, and we may go look at Christmas lights later. I don't know. Why not? All right. Thanks for joining me on. Let's see what 2025 has for us.